starting leg one of our road trip to Vancouver Island. We left town about 8 minutes ago, and already one of them is sleeping. So I hope that's a sign of things to come. In May of 2018, after an extremely long tax season, my family and I set out on a 10-day road trip to Vancouver Island and back. Between driving time and breaks, the road trip was expected to last a little less than 20 hours. It was our first big trip like this as a family. The first day we only drove for 2 hours and spent the night at Grandpa and Grandma's house in Calgary. We made it to Calgary last night. The kids had a great evening, kicking the soccer ball around and blowing bubbles with their grandma and their grandpa. And now we are headed out of Alberta and towards the BC border. By the first hour, they were already digging into the snacks. We stopped at a 1950s diner for lunch and back on the road again.
That was delicious.
We made it this far. We only have 2.5 hours left. How are you guys doing? Good. As we got closer to Kamloops at the end of day 2, the landscape changed from mountains to fertile valley. After a long day of driving, we made it into Kamloops. We're at the Super 8 Hotel, which is actually really nice, and my kids are very happy to be out of the car. It's the morning of day 3 of our big road trip. We are leaving Kamloops and then Horseshoe Bay to get on the ferry to Vancouver Island. Are you good? Taking a break in Hope, BC. We were going to go visit the slide, but we didn't realize you had to veer off the Trans-Canada to find Hope Slide. So instead we found a playground, and the kids are very happy. Then it was back in the car for our final stretch to Horseshoe Bay to catch the ferry to Vancouver Island. We got our ticket to the ferry. We're leaving Horseshoe Bay, headed to Nanaimo, and the kids are excited to drive our car onto the boat. We are on our last stretch of our road trip. We are headed down a very windy, twisty road. We are almost at our final destination of Nanaimo Bay. And thus ended our 3-day road trip with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. We made it safely to Vancouver Island, and I'm looking forward to showing you all our adventures there. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below. And as always, please remember to subscribe to my channel.